Hi, dear cricket fans. This is your host Ram with Cricket Happenings. Well, dear cricket fans, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a capsule of two matches. One is the third one international between Pakistan and England, which actually went in Pakistan's favor, and in fact they won this match by 23 runs, with Umar Gul producing a fantastic spell to actually get 6 wickets in the match and was named man of the match. And well, he was the one who really took the game away from England. The 39th over changed everything, and Umar Gul was the hero. And then we had the other match between South Australia and the Royal Challengers Bangalore in the Champions League 2020 in South Africa, where South Australia once again prevailed and became the first team to actually enter the semi-finals with three back-to-back wins in this particular championship. So I'll be talking about that, but in a very, very brief manner, dear cricket fans. But well, let's first go to the third one-day international between England and Pakistan, which actually was played at the Kennington Oval in London. Well, England, I already gave a short report where actually first England batted first. Pakistan batted first, and they actually scored 241 efforts coming from Asad Shafiq, the promising youngster, 40, 64 from Fawad Alam, a steady 40, 64 from Fawad Alam, 34 Shahid Afridi hitting some good boundaries and sixes, and Abdul Razak also contributing 31 of 24 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, and 241 was the score. Some very good seam bowling from James Anderson, 10 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 26, and we had there were 3 wickets for Bresnan too. So the openers really couldn't get going today for as far as Pakistan were concerned. As far as England were concerned, well, England started the chase of 242, looked a very modest score, in fact, by looking at the standards that England have been setting right away, as you know. But today, England started off with Strauss and Davis as is usual, where they actually used to get a lot of opening partnership. Today, the opening partnership eluded them, with Steve Davis actually struggling, and then finally Abdul Razak nailing him with a very good slower delivery, and he was clean bowled for 18. After that, Andrew Strauss was still there, but the wicket started falling. In fact, Shoaib Akhtar actually castled Jonathan Trott for 2. Ravi Bapara was caught behind the bowling of Saeed Ajmal for 7, and Strauss was also and that was the time when the score was 77 for 3. And Strauss, after playing some very good strokes, he was also gone. Clean bowled by Umar Gul for 57. Umar Gul came into the attack at the time and immediately scalped Strauss' wicket. He was clean bowled by Umar Gul for 57 or 54 balls with 8 fours. And that was the time the score stood at 95 for 4. 95 for 4. Yardi couldn't do much today. Yardi was LBW bowled Umar Gul for 4. And suddenly Pakistan had their nose ahead, because England were reduced to 103 for 5 at the stage, with Luke Wright and Ian Morgan in the middle. And Ian Morgan and Luke Wright, as far as Ian Morgan was concerned, well, he started first biding his time, but he played all his inventive strokes that he normally plays. And the other end, Luke Wright was a bit steady. He didn't go for any big hits. He was just, steadying influence in this partnership, which took on the score from 103 to 201. 201 valuable runs. And suddenly, again the pendulum swung, and this time again it was in England's favour, with Morgan looking in control of the proceedings. But everything was changed by Umar Gul when he actually came in and bowled the 39th over. Ian Morgan was the first to go, when Ian Morgan actually played an airy stroke, and Wahab Riaz in the deep took the catch, and Ian Morgan was gone for 61 of 74 balls with 6 fours. And that was the first delivery of the 39th over from Umar Gul. And the next ball, in fact the fourth delivery, Tim Bresnan was sent back for a duck by Umar Gul when he actually nipped this off stump. And then Stuart Broad had his stumps rattled by Umar Gul, that is in the 41st over, and he was gone. And suddenly everything started coming Pakistan's way, 207 for 8. And Swan was also gone. He gave a catch to the covers of the bowling of Umar Gul for duck, and Luke Wright was just stranded there because he just didn't have any support, and Abdul Razak didn't allow Luke Wright. In fact, he actually clean bowled Abdul Razak, clean bowled James Anderson for 3, and it was all over. 218 all out. Luke Wright was left high and dry, not out on 48 of 66 balls with 4 fours, 218. So probably if Luke Wright would have been there, probably they could have got it. But Luke Wright was never given a chance because all the other people failed, and Luke Wright was left just standing and just watching all the wickets fall. And what an effort from Umar Gul, the man of the match. 10 overs, no maiden, 6 for 42. He completely changed the complexion of the game. Shoaib Akhtar bowled very well, 10 overs, no maiden, 143. Abdul Razak, 2 for 38. Saeed Ajmal, 9 overs, no maiden, 142. And Shahid Afridi, 9 overs, no maiden, 147. As I said, dear cricket fans, I could be only brief here. I couldn't really go the distance today. The reason being that, I tried to club it, both these matches, but I think I would have clubbed only one. But let's wait and watch what exactly happens. I'm going to be covering the Champions League 2020. This is a game which was this is a game which was played between Royal Challengers Bangalore and South Australia. And South Australia, as I said, became the first team to actually enter the semi-finals of the Champions League 2020-2010. And what form South Australia in? They're the third back-to-back wins. In fact, Royal Challengers were the one who first took strike. And as far as Royal Challengers are concerned, it was a very good pace bowling from Sean Tate, who was absolutely on the money, and he was bowling with fiery pace. And at the other end, it was O'Brien also getting the wickets. In fact, they had the Royal Challengers innings on the rack when they were the openers were dismissed very early. Pandey was a victim of Tate for 4. Dravid was a victim of O'Brien for 4. Uthappa played a good cover shot, but Callum Ferguson actually took the catch at the bowling of Putland for a duck, and they were at that time they were 53 for 3 when Dravid departed. And after that was a counter attack from Ross Taylor, who actually scored 46 runs of just 28 balls with 8 fours and 1 6. And Cameron White also contributed 25 of 29 balls with 1 4. Other than that, it was Dupreez, who actually hit a very good innings. He played Virat Kohli was out for 3, and Dupreez actually hit 46 of 25 balls with 1 4 and 4. Very good, very high sixes, and no one else could really play. And Daniel Christian, the medium pacer, actually came in and took 3 wickets in the last over by dismissing Praveen Kumar Vinay Kumar. In fact, dismissed the tail there, and that was all gone. 154 all out, 20 overs for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Not a good effort. Tate had 2 wickets for 23, 2 for 37 for Putland, 1 for 28 for O'Brien, 4 for 23 for Daniel Christian, who was good, 1 for 29 for Bailey, and 1 over for 12 runs. And there was some very good captaincy on the part of Michael Klinger, who is absolutely been the toast of this particular Champions League 2020. He hit his third 50, but before that, let me just pass a word or two about his captaincy. His captaincy was superb. He ring in the changes. He kept on shuffling his bowlers. That has been another feature of his in this Champions League 2020. And Michael Klinger is really turning to be the toast of the Champions League 2020. And as far as South Australia is concerned, they just romped home. 155 for 2 was their score, and they completed that in the 19th over with the openers Michael Klinger getting on to his third consecutive 50 and a match-winning 50 at that, and also Daniel Harris combining and he also making a 50. In fact, the way both of them played, they have some similar approaches towards batting, and they played the cut shot very well, and also they had a lot of strokes. In fact, Praveen Kumar and Dale Steyn started off very well, and this was a time when the openers Daniel Harris and Michael Klinger actually had to be a bit watchful. They did that, they went through that, and once they were through that, they just started playing the strokes. Sean Tate was also hit for some very good cover drives by Danny Harris, and also Michael Klinger. And Danny Harris actually put Dupreez also for 3 boundaries in a particular over. And it all went on, and Harris was run out, unfortunately, for 57 of 38 balls with 7 fours and 2 sixes. And Graham Manu was clean bowled by Kumble for duck, and that was it. Callum Ferguson not out on 21 of 14 balls with 2 fours. Michael Klinger was the man who took them to victory. The captains, and what a captain, what a player, and what he's absolutely a total contributor. Michael Klinger with his golden bat, not out on 69 of just 57 deliveries, 9 fours and 1 6. And it was Michael Klinger of South Australia who was named man of the match. In the bowling figures, Praveen Kumar's 4 overs went for 28, Dale Steyn 4 overs, none for 38, Dupreez 3 overs for 26, Kumble 4 overs, 1 for 25, Vinay Kumar none for 33. Well, what I would really like to say about it is Michael Klinger. The way he batted, it was superb. As I said, they didn't take any risks. They just bided their time and then finally started attacking all the bowlers. They went in a very methodical fashion, and that's what brought them victory. The opening partnership was at 124 runs. The way both of them played, Danny Harris and Michael Klinger, it was absolutely certain that South Australia were going to win this match. And well, and Callum Ferguson also contributed well, 21 of just 14 deliveries, two fours, and the captaincy was superb. The bowling, Sean Trade's bowling was absolutely superb, as I said, on the money. O'Brien bowled well, and also Daniel Christian bowled well. The spinners, even though they came for some tap, but I thought Michael Kinger was ringing in the changes in a very, very good manner, and that's what helped it. So that's it, dear cricket fans, for Cricket Happenings. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.